All right, the big day is here. The finals are set between Cash Money Jay and A. Loki for that grand prize of $200,000 here on Last Gen. And I wanted to know a little bit about the cards that they're using, so we're bringing in Jimmy, a.k.a. the My Team Professor.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Charlotte Hornets. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Well, Kevin, some people question the contract that Terry Rozier got from the Hornets in 2019. But 3 years later, it's turned an even bigger deal. He says, I work my tail off because that's all I know. The money will be there. I'm more excited that I can just show my talent every night, what I'm about, and who Terry Rozier really is. Kevin, back to you.
Love the motor. D.A., thanks. You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so right this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity, figuring out how all the pieces are going to fit.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Williams is out there with P.J. Washington. And it's Ball in at the point. And for the Kings, the backcourt pair will be Fox with Herter. Harris and Sabonis hold down the post positions for him. And it's Barnes at the three, a small forward. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, one of the things that stands out with Domantas Sabonis, this guy is high energy all the time. He's a relentless glass eater.
Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the night.
For the Hornets, they have the memory of 2 straight play-in game losses hanging over their heads. That's a tough way to end any season. It should be fuel and motivation for them.
Now, here's Ball. Rozier for 3. They get it again. Washington. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Keegan Murray.
Savvy play that time on the part of Washington. Got his man in an awkward position and then drew the foul.
But do you think losing a play-in game 2 years in a row has a lasting effect?
Oh, I think it definitely does, Kevin. It has to leave a bad taste in your mouth. To come so close to being part of the playoffs like the Hornets have is tough to handle and swallow. But it also, on the flip side, can serve as great motivation.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Murray against Washington. Kicks to Hayward. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Kings ball.
Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here. Fox against Ball. Fox passes to Murray. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's Fox with the drive. And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. An excellent display of speed there.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. Now, here's Ball. His last outing, 16 points for him. With the shot. No good on the shot. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Fox kicks to Murray. Here's Herter. It's off from three-point range. For the Hornets, they come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Washington passes to Hayward. Inside. Lays it up off the glass.
Over the years, we've seen Hayward get stronger. He's packed on some muscle, and it helps him on these physical finishes.
Herter finds Barnes. Sabonis inside. Working on Williams. Sabonis, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rozier for three. Oh, drew the foul. Almost hit the three-point bucket. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
You know, Rozier is known as an energy guy, but he's also a talented scorer who has a real hunger to continue to improve.
And Terry Rozier is one competitive dude. He has a lot of fire in his game.
You can hear it when you listen to him in interviews, Greg. I mean, he'll tell you what his approach is. He says losing is not an option in terms of his mentality. He plays every game, every possession like it's do or die.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Rozier for three. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sabonis. From the baseline. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
No hesitation at all on the catch and shoot. Rozier knows his time is tight and lets it fly.
Passes to Herter. The Hornets pull it in.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just 3 of the first 9 shots to go down in this game. It's tipped. Ball with it. Now guarded by Fox. With the floater. And now Sacramento on the break. There's the lob to Sabonis. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. To the inside. Sabonis with the steal. Now here's Herter. Defended by Hayward. And that one's good. Barnes.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. Washington with it. He's covered by Murray. Washington kicks to Rozier. Shoots over Herter. Kept alive by Charlotte. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Fox finds the ball.
Sabonis is so strong. He can rattle the rim. He can play with finesse. But that time, he went with the power.
Ball, the pass to Hayward. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Rozier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for Terry Rozier, all of his efficiency numbers are way up the last couple of years. Here's a guy who was just 37% from the field during his time in Boston.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Nick Richards comes in for Williams. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Gordon Hayward. Now here's Sabonis. Fades back. Doesn't go that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. And the numbers of Terry Rozier. As you mentioned, they're getting better bit by bit.
Scary Terry's three-point shooting is way up. That helps big time. With experience, Rozier isn't forcing things offensively, becoming a much better decision maker.
Offensive rebound.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And now the first timeout call here for the Hornets. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And guys, these teams don't see each other too often, but last year they would have liked to see a little bit more of them the way they were able to take care of their business.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I mean, anytime you have an advantage on the team and you're looking to pile up wins, you like to have them on your schedule more times than just a couple.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Martin's checked in for the Hornets. Smith comes in for ball. In the corner, Smith with it. The pass to Richards. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that. Master Monk. To the middle. Wiles kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Davis. On this that time would have put him up. And so is Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper. Yeah, and Smith doing a nice job getting his teammates involved. Terrific at spotting the open man.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Richard. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Oubre, and he banks in the layup. Oubre's got his second basket.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Outside for Davis. Mitchell passes to Lyles. Here's Monk. 6 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And keep in mind, Mleague Monk's first 4 years in the league with Charlotte, he made just 1 start.
And because of that, Greg, he earned the reputation as an elite scorer off the bench. And Monk had a game where he went off for 36. And his skill set, his ability to add instant offense, I think is extremely valuable.
Davis surveying the floor. Smith against Mitchell. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Cousins. And Anthony subbed in for Wyatt. Charlotte calls timeout.
Please welcome to the floor your 916 crew. One more time, your Kings Youth Dance Team.
Oubre outside. Martin against Davis. Out to Smith. 5 to shoot. Martin for 3. Has it. Smith with the assist that time. And the Hornets lead by 8.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Holmes, good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Charlotte's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Passes it to Washington. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Really good control that time by Washington. Embraced the physical contact and then worked his way through it.
John Wall's checked in for the Kings. Davis down low, covered by Martin. That's good from Davis on the assist by Wall.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And there's the pass to Martin. to Oubre. From downtown, rebounded by Holmes.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
With 1 on the clock.
Well, there's not much John Wall can't do defensively when he's focused, because he's really athletic and fast.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
The backcourt here will be Fox with Herder. Anthony is out there with Harrison Barnes. And Sabonis hit him the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Anthony. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 from Barnes. The Hornets pull it in. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, and I've always loved to explore. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Here's Fox. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. It's tipped. Rozier with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Rozier looking around. Pass to Washington. Outside, Ball. Good on the triple. And it's a 12-point Charlotte lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Charlotte?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
They get the rebound. Rozier drops in the layup for 2. Rozier's got 8 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And the Kings making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Hornets also with the Sun. Oubre's checked in for P.J. Washington. To the paint. It's 2-on-1. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots. Mark of guys playing today, who would you put your money on to be a successful NBA coach?
You know, Kevin, the smart money is on point guards, but I think any player that's been a student of the game could be a successful coach. But point guards most likely is my answer. Chris Paul, maybe even a guy like Jalen Brunson in the future.
And the Hornets with possession here. After the Kings pick up 2. That one drops for him. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Sabonis. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
Ball finds Williams. Now, here's Rozier. He's defended by Herder. The Kings trail by 14. Here's Barnes. And the call on the the shot and sends it into the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
You know, Barnes plays with confidence on the block. Excellent at being aggressive with the defense and earning the foul.
Well, a key member of that 73-win Golden State Warrior team was Harrison Barnes.
And almost the forgotten part of the famed death lineup, it was Barnes, Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre Iguodala. Harrison, a big piece of that 2015 championship team as well.
Now, here's Fox. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Murray kicks for Sabonis. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't afford to be too handsy with Sabonis. He's very good at forcing the issue and getting these calls. They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying to make up ground.
With options like the G League Ignite team, fewer players, Clark, feel they have to go to college. Would you have been tempted by those options?
I don't think I would have been personally, Kevin, but I do like the fact that there are other pathways to the NBA. College is not for everybody. I think it's one of the surest ways to develop as a person and your game, but it's not for everybody. So I like the fact that there are other pathways to get to the NBA.
Here's Barnes. After Terry Rozier's basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Taken away by Williams. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
That's about as easy an assist as you can have that time for Rozier.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
Some changes for Sacramento. Lyle comes in for Murray, and it's Mitchell in for Kevin Huerter. Mitchell passes to Barnes. Sabonis inside, working on Williams. Sabonis, no good. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in the groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the miss by LaMelo Ball. Sabonis with the bucket. Sabonis has got 12 points in the game.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 7. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Down low, here's Barnes. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Boy, strength and body control on display there from Barnes. I will tell you what, he's got a competitive spirit to him. He doesn't want any defender to get the better of him.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Charlotte making some changes. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Williams. Cody Martin comes in for Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Here's Richards. No points in the game yet for him. Martin the pass to Smith. Hayward outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Fox finds Sabonis. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Sacramento with the ball. Knocks it loose. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. That's another one for him. In his 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
first personal foul.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lanes, and getting his guys involved.
Fox hits them both. Charlotte beaten by 11. Oubre outside. Smith against Fox. Smith inside and a missed late. Kings have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Nobody near Barnes. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Oubre. Here's Richards. Passes it to Hayward. Off on the layup.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here's Sabonis. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow! Mitchell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings. Smith finds Oubre. Back to Smith. Three-pointer, Martin. No good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Mitchell outside. To the left wing. The three from Barnes. Sacramento gets it back in a new 14. Sabonis, and the layup's good off the glass. Sabonis has got 14 points. Hornets leading by 6. Smith dishes to Oubre. The pass to Richards. Oubre outside. And nothing is falling for him right now. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. It's Smith. Cloak loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:10 left in the first half. Wall against Smith. Steps back and fires. It's rebounded by John Wall.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Anthony finds Wall. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, sometimes you see the edge to Wall's game come out in these situations. Tight defense inside, contact, and he just is determined not to be denied.
Now, here is Martin. Back to Oubre. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Oubre.
Checking in for the away team, LaMelo Ball.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Smith. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, you've got to do better than that against Smith Jr. Be careful how you defend him inside.
Good on the second free throw. The Kings trail by 5. Ball passes to Anthony. Count that bucket. Anthony's got his first points of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Ball. Rebounded by Holmes.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
That's been team 43.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A tremendous game we're seeing from Domantas Sabonis. He had 14 points, 6. And that should do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Domantas Sabonis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Tipping off the second half, here's Steve Clifford's five. The forwards are Hayward and Washington. The guard pair, Ball and Rozier. And it's Williams at center.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the net.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Pass to Williams. Releases from 15, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Fox has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And after winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball was even better his sophomore campaign. He continues to grow his game.
It looks like the little pitch was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, thanks very much. The Kings have made a lot of moves to shake up their roster. De'Aaron Fox says, I think the mood is definitely better. It's like a breath of fresh air. Getting a feel for each other and seeing the chemistry come to fruition is huge. Success isn't always immediate with trades and signings, so we look toward the future. Kevin, back to you.
That's all they can do. Okay, thanks, D.A. Now here's Herter. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. There's Rozier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Rozier's got 12.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And for LaMelo Ball's second-year break, where did you see him improve the most?
I think taking on more of a scoring load, Ball's points per game were significantly up. But LaMelo also improved his three-point and free throw shooting numbers. So rounding out that offensive game will be important.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And then Washington with the dunk.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And how exciting it must be to have LaMelo Ball, Clark, on your team.
Kevin, clearly one of the most exciting guards in the league. The anticipation was through the roof for Ball, and needless to say, I think he's lived up to it. Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general. Has great vision on the court.
Williams gets the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Ball against Fox. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Three-pointer, Fox. That shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Such a wide-open look. Now it's a 4-point Hornets lead.
Boy, you look at the defense, not nearly the hustle or energy at that end of the floor. It's the exact opposite of what it was in the first half.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 6. Having another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Herter kicks to Barnes. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Herter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 14. Charlotte moving the ball around. Count it. Ball's got 9 points.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the shook. And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Here's Oubre. Williams dishes to Oubre. Washington against Murray. 5 on the clock. Washington kicks to Rozier. Off target from three-point range. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Herter finds Sabonis. Herter with it. 8 points for him. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Rozier the best of all. Charlotte no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
Trey Lyles checked in for the Kings. Davion Mitchell comes in for Kevin Herter. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Martin's checked in. Richards, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Kings. They trail by 1. Here's Ball. Here's Richards. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Richards got his first basket. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, the miss by the Kings. Hornets leading by 3. Martin the pass to Rozier. Here's Richards. And the call will be against Sabonis. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Kings. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sabonis. Davis comes in for Barnes. And Monks subbed in for Fox. The Hornets also changing it up. Hayward comes in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Dennis Smith in for Ball. Mitchell finds Holmes. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Charlotte has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here is Smith. The kick out to Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
For 3. Outside for Davis. For the tie. A rebound by Richards. Richards got his 8th rebound here tonight. Out to Hayward. Rozier for 3. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Caralho, velho.
Hornets leading by 3. Smith the pass to Richards. He kicks to Hayward. And there's the drive. Now here's Rozier. Guarded closely. Looking to end his cold spell. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
Really good job on the inside that time. He had to work for that rebound, but he got it done.
Davis the pass to Lyles. And here is Holmes. And here is Monk. They could use a bucket, and the turnover again by Sacramento.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And some changes here for the Kings. Anthony's checked in for Lyles, and John Wall's. Anthony's checked in for Lyles.